Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you're my previous and subscribers, welcome my little astronauts. As you see here behind me, there is a little American flag. I just want to quickly say thank you for all you guys for serving in the United States, and thank you for what you have done. Happy Memorial Day to all you guys. And anyway, let's begin. This is being live streamed on May 19th, 2021 at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are interested in booking a video with me, just check the description below if you're interested in booking. And here are some quick little disclaimers. Please also keep in mind that this is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. Here's another disclaimer, another one. And let's jump onto it. Let's do some tarot. Don't forget to hit the subscribe bell icon and like this video, just so that we can get more viewers and we can be shown to more people as well. So thank you for doing that if you have done that already. So the first question that we're going to be asking today is the future of the New York State investigation of the Trump organization. She has announced that the Trump organization is now being investigated for criminal misconduct. So let's take a look at that as well. So we got all my cards here, and so we're going to do some readings. All right. So spirits and angels tell me, and in case any of you guys been wondering, this is my last day for me to wear a pillow, and I'm just wearing the brace for one more week, and then I can take the brace off in case any of you guys are wondering. And I have been recovering, so thank you all for those of you guys who have been saying it. For those of you guys who have messaged me on the update video, I've been trying to get back to all you guys. Just stay tight if you have not received the message just yet. All right, so spirits and angels tell me, what do we need to know about the future of the New York State investigation of the Trump organization? What is the future of it? Okay, so that's the challenge, just so you guys can see that. Okay, thank you. What is the future of the New York State investigation of Donald Trump? Anything else that we need to know about the Trump organization's future? Okay, thank you. And final outcome. Thank you. All right. Okay, so as you see here right now, this is just for entertainment purposes only if you cannot see that. And this is the layout for the United States of Tarot deck, which I'll be interviewing her again. And she had a brand new updated version of the deck. But anyway, let's continue. So the first thing is on the left side here, we have the Four of Wands, which is about Joe Biden and Barack Obama. And this is supposed to be all about the White House, which is supposed to be right before Donald Trump became president of the United States, right? And so she reformed this deck into a Biden Emperor card, but at the time when making this deck, Biden was just VP of Barack Obama. So this is quite interesting to see that this is here. So we're talking about the Biden administration goes in. So what I'm seeing here is telling me a story, right? So on top of it, we have here the challenge at the Prince of Cup, which is the Democratic Party, the phoenix rising out of the ashes. This is New York State, right? New York is heavily blue. It's going to come in very quickly, and that's what he's afraid of, is that they're not going to be too kind to him. It's not as kind as his Republican counterparts. So the card that falls underneath the challenge is we have the Five of Wands, which is probably the investigation of Rudy Giuliani. That's going to play a major role in this entire investigation. They may actually find more ties to this than initially intended or thought. As you kind of see in the background here, that this is kind of like a jail. Yeah, this is a jail behind them, if you can see that correctly. It's a jail. So they are fighting with fire and wands. So do not be surprised if Rudy Giuliani stepped in some particular way or fashion. We do have here that also falls underneath the challenges of the Trump organization criminal misconduct is we have the Prince of Pentacles, which is all about Donald Trump Jr. and him trying to hold on to every penny possible. And you can clearly see here in the background that this is actually, believe it or not, this is the tower. And I think this is the Trump Tower, funny enough. In the background, I could be wrong. I'm going to ask her about it. But it does show here that there is a lot that they can't hold on to. So Donald Trump Jr., the son of Donald Trump, had more information about the criminal misconduct since he was initially involved in this in the first place. So maybe it may not exonerate Trump, but it may not exonerate his son. And we do have here the Four of Swords. So this is talking about the time after the COVID-19 pandemic is over. Remember, like I said, the tarot cards right now are telling me the storyline of what we need to know about the future of the New York State investigation of Trump Organization. And so we have here the pandemic is over at this point when this happened. And we have here the charge. So it feels like the investigation is going to be really slow. It's not going to be as fast paced as initially thought. So if you are thinking that Donald Trump is going to go to jail right away and that they're going to find something, it's not as easy as that. I do see it is going to be slowed down significantly. Let's use more cards here. Let's see if we can gather more information using the same deck. All right, so Spirits and Angels tell me. What else do we need to know about the future of Donald Trump's organization? I guess that's a lot, but sure, we'll use that. Okay. Well, a lot of the cards are reversed, which is funny enough. A lot of the cards here are reversed, which is not good for him. So we have here, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is normally about like the future, and in my aspect and what I'm seeing here. But it's in reverse, and it tells me here that the idea that he has put forth when it comes to America First agenda and doing things for America is going to come crumbling down because he never really did anything with the intention of helping America and putting America first. It was more about putting Trump first rather than America. So the ideology here, it does feel like as if it is going to start to crumble, and it is. If you look here, it says alternative facts, right? So don't be surprised if Donald Trump is spitting or someone else is trying to spin the story in favor of Trump. We have here, at the top of the Prince of Pentacles, we have the Fool, so this is election time. So there might be some sort of investigation into the election. So I guess this is also involving everything here. This could be Georgia. This could be the election, and then this could just be overall New York State. But it does feel like here there is going to be some investigation into his mishandling of the election funds and stuff like that, and it might be tied to the election of 2020 or the 2016 election. They may find something. Now, on top of the COVID-19 pandemic, it does feel like as if we're not going to be just out of the woods yet. It might be at the point in time when we're just coming out of it, because we do have here the Six of Swords. So we might either be in a time period where it's really darkest days in American history, or in the world global, or we could be coming out of it. Now, there's two very different paths and different ways that this could possibly go. Then over here at the Chariot, what's the reason why I slowed the investigation down is because the media is reporting all their findings right away, and what they're doing is it is hindering their investigation and tipping off all the people who are criminals before they're actually able to get the information that they need. So that is why the investigation is slowed down, in case you were in any way or shape or form wondering about that. Now, I'm going to quickly go over to the next question, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have been wondering. What does this mean for Trump? Does it potentially mean jail? So let's see. Now, we're just going to be talking about specifically jail time from the New York State Attorney General, if that's what it means. But let's see. We're going to take a look. Should I use my homemade deck, Spirits and Angels, or should I use the other deck? All right, so my guy said homemade, so that's what we're going to use. All right, so Spirits and Angels tell me, what is it that we need to know about the Trump Organization criminal misconduct being investigated by the New York State Attorney General? What do we need to know? What does this mean for Donald Trump in the future? Former President Trump. Does it mean jail time? What does it mean? Okay. What else do we need to know about this? If you're wondering, that's my dog in the background, so I do apologize for that. Okay. All right, what else do we need to know about what does this mean for Donald Trump's future? Okay. All right, that's weird. All right. Anything else? Okay. A lot of information, but we'll deal with that. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Female. All right, so as you see here, this is a whole collection of cards here. Clearly see. Interesting. Okay, so the first card is that when I flip the bottom of the deck, it was female energy, right? Female. So this is talking about the AG prosecutor, where she, I think, is 5 bands, but I could be initially wrong, so don't hold me to this. We do have here, funny enough, this is the first time I ever seen where a lightning is reversed on top of a storm, right? So this is about the New York State investigation, just so you guys are aware. This is not talking about any other investigations to Trump. I'll cover those independently and separately. So what I am getting here is that there's calmness before the storm. So if you see the news cycle being very slow with any sort of investigation, it does feel like it is going to come at a time when there's so much information and it's going to break highway. It's going to be like breaking news type energy here because New York, the public is not going to be known about, or not even like the media is not going to really know about what is really going on in the investigation and the finding. And therefore, when it does come out, it's going to be all at once and it can be like breaking news type energy. Now, we do have the third eye color, right? I see. What are we seeing? And what we see here is darkness, which is all black. So I see darkness here, which is quite interesting to say the least. And so we have black with transportation energy here. And so what it could mean is that this could be investigating to anybody who has a black car. Could mean they may find information hidden in people's cars or underneath the car. There've been some sort of transportation of contract or paperwork or something like that. They're gonna find something that's gonna be very dark, but right now it's hidden away, which means that the AG does not know about this specific information. Now, this is just the old way of thinking. Now, this is talking about Donald Trump's age at this point, right? Donald Trump, I believe, is 75, or he's gonna be 75. It says here 88, so he could live to 88. And the investigation could possibly still be going on by that point, which would be probably about like 11 or 12-year investigation. Let's hope it's shorter than that. So we do have here, we do have the storm card with a lot of lightning. So there are probably going to be 3 big events. Plus, the moon was telling me right now is hidden, and then it's a crescent. And what that really speaks to me is that you're only going to guess part of what the investigators and the AG wants you to know in terms of being an American. Now we do have here IC and the justice in reverse. So the IC, the Supreme Court justice or the courts in general, is either not going to rule on this case or they're not going to take it up. Or I do see that the court that they end up going to is a Trump appointed justice, and it might be more corrupt than initially thought. So now in terms of darkness, we see here the 3 children, right, of Donald Trump, the darkness of the 3 children. So this is Ivanka, Eric, and Donald Trump Jr. I'm trying to put the finger on it, excuse me, right here. And so what it's telling me here that these are not young, these are not vibrant, these are not new, these are old people right now. They're old, they have, they've been 30, 40, 50 years old, so they're not young. But the money is corrupt. It tells me that the darkness, if they really want to go after Trump, the best way to find it is with the children's money. So it might be in a trust fund, might be in the money, something that's related to the children. It is partly part of the children area, so that is where they should be looking if they want to investigate him or put him in jail. That is where they will find the key. The key is also not only going to be in transportation methodologies, it could be overseas, it could also be within the children's trust fund, which could be the key to the investigation. So if you are an investigator, you might just want to take this information and just potentially use it. It might help you. We do have here as well as we do have here the alien thing again. So that's significant, right? We have the transportation and we have alien again with rocket, media, the world's here. The world doesn't revolve around Trump, but at this point in time during the investigation, it's going to feel like the world revolves around Trump. What Trump said goes, basically. Then the card here on top of it is no. So if you're wondering if Trump is going to go to jail, no, he will not go to jail. So that is the answer that I'm getting. Listen, this investigation, like I said, this investigation will just land Trump in jail, and the answer will be no. But that doesn't mean the other 4 investigations into Trump misconduct will land him in jail. Just please keep that in mind. Okay. Please also don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you do like the content that I am doing on these videos. Just let me know in the comment section below what you think and how I did today. Even though I studied quite a bit, that's always a work in progress. But anyway, I love you guys and have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.